Hello and welcome to episode 9 of Can I Survive? My name's Ulurusi and this is Space Engineers. So when we last left off, we had almost finished building our attack ship. We've just got two more thrusters to go, and then we're all done, which is brilliant. But we did also run into a big problem as well. So we did add some more solar panels to our solar tower, but unfortunately that's just not enough to power our base at the moment. So we've got the two refineries, we've got two assemblers, we've also got some extra modules going on them to help speed them up, but we just do not have the power to power this base. Now our batteries at the moment, they are charging, which is good, but they are on recharge at the moment. So I'm just waiting to get them up to full battery before I turn them on. But really, oh hello, oh there's an armadillo over there, so we can see how our turrets are faring up. And by the looks of it, they're doing quite well. Although that armadillo is coming straight for me right now. Whoa! Right, let's try and get this destroyed. Where is the... So there should be a control block. There we are, remote control, and get that. There we are. Perfect. So I'm going to assume that there is a new base over in that direction somewhere. And we just need to try and find what's still powering. Right, so let's just get all these batteries down to nothing. Actually, let's just grind away these thrusters. And there we are. So can we push it off the side? Maybe. No. Right, okay. Well, anyway. So back to what I was saying. So we need to try and get our power situation under control. And actually, sorry, I just realised we want to get the antenna. There we are. Perfect. So yeah, so we need to try and get our power situation under control. So to do that, I want to build a solar array out in the open. So we're going to have multiple towers just over in this general direction. We're going to need turret defenses on either side of the panels. And yeah, so that's going to be quite a big adventure for us to do. So for the moment, we're going to get our attack ship finished, mainly these last couple of motors, and hopefully they should be... Right, so we don't want that, we want the motors, so let's get 100 of those, or 200 even. So we should be fairly close to getting it done, and then we can go and explore over that way to see what's sending this armadillo. Ideally we want to take that out before it sends more over, and then we will get on to getting our solar array done. So I'm going to get this attack ship finished, and then I will see you when it's done. Right then, there we are. So all we needed for that was just a couple of rotors. So let's get rid of our scaffolding, and then we can take this out for a nice little test run. If I can even get into it. Or actually, we are going to need some ammo first. So let's get some ammo containers on the go. Let's get 200 of those. I'm going to see if we have any currently in storage. Oh, look at that. So we've got 57 there. We've got 7 in our assembler. We'll keep the ones that are in our Gatling turrets for obvious reasons. But now I can put that into our connector. And there we are. Oh. Oh, right. Okay. I see. Okay. Right. We need to get these turrets onto smart targeting quickly. There we are. And smart targeting on. Perfect. So let's see. Yeah, because otherwise, if we went on smart targeting, then all of our turrets would rip this whole thing to pieces. So having it on smart targeting means that they'll take it down without like destroying the whole ship, which is very good because otherwise these turrets might end up damaging the rest of the base. And as you can see, maybe or possibly not. Looked like there was some damage over here, but I just damaged this thruster last time. So now that this is all finished and welded up, we've also got some ammo in there. We can now take it out. Or maybe not, because I have forgotten to put the gyroscopes on there. So this shouldn't be too much, and we should have what we need. So let's get 4 on there. Usually that does the trick for me. So let's go 1 and 2. And then 1, 2. Perfect, get those welded up. And there we are. Right, so now we are ready to actually take this out. And we can actually move around, which is perfect. So before we actually go anywhere, let's just, how long have we got? Right, we got 27 minutes. So that's pretty good. And that goes down to 14 while we're moving. So I think, yeah, I think I'm going to get this connected up to the base quickly, just so then we can get some extra power in there. So let's add a connector onto this wall over here. So this is just going to be a connector just for power. We're not going to bother transferring anything through this one. And there we are. So because I'm going to connect this up, I'm also going to turn these batteries on. Just so then we can get as much power out of them as possible. So let's put that onto auto. Then the next battery just there on auto as well. There we are. So they are currently outputting. So really I want to get this connected up as soon as possible, so then the rest of the machines don't suck up all the power. Right, so let's just angle this a little bit better. Oh, and that's the wrong way. So by the looks of it, these thrusters are really good, especially for manoeuvring. There we are. Right, so let's get our connector to switch lock, and just there. So now we also need to group things up, so I'm just going to disconnect really quick, and let's group up the batteries. So batteries, and let's call this Hemlock. There we are. Show block and terminal off. We want our Gatling guns just there, and Hemlock again, and show block and terminal off. We have our Gatling turrets just there. Show block and terminal off. We want our cargo containers. No, you don't have to do this, but I do prefer to have this done. It just means that when you come looking for them again, they'll all be under one category. Then we'll also get our ammo thrust. Hemlock just there, and show block and terminal off. We'll also do our gyros too. And there we are, show block and terminal off. Perfect. And we don't need to change any settings. We've already done the turrets and put them on smart targeting. So from there we're gonna reconnect to the base, and then we want to do our hotbar. So we want our batteries to be toggle recharge on and off. We then want our Gatling turrets, and then we ideally want our lights, which we haven't actually put onto here yet. So I'm going to set that to recharge, and hopefully that should get done pretty quickly. And so before we go out, I'm just going to get some lights on here. Yeah, because otherwise it's going to get to night time and we're not going to be able to see anything at all. So I think as for lights, we'll have one just there. So up and center at the front. We then want some corner lights just to go into there. And we will also add some of those there as well, I think. No. So let's put those in, but like that. So we'll just rotate them a little bit, and just there as well, just so then they're all on the same level. And then we'll get that done on the other side too. But I'm also going to want a corner light just there, just for behind us. And ideally I would like the same thing to be on here as well, so then we can see what's underneath of us. And then it will just give us a bit better light covering. And I keep forgetting, but we do have our jetpack, so that makes this a hell of a lot easier. And where are our lights? There we are. And then we can get the other lights just there. And then we want our rear lights just in here. Just like so. So that is perfect. Yeah, I don't think there is any other lighting that we need. Although I am just going to beef up around underneath the Gatling turret, just so then it doesn't get, well, knocked off. There we are. So let's just weld up this block here, and I'm going to add in a few blocks all around underneath, just to make sure that this is going to be secure and not end up falling off, which is probably the last thing that we'd like. And let's just add a little bit of detailing there as well. There we are. And then we'll get that done on the rear. And there we are. Right, so they're beefed up underneath, which is perfect. And I think I will just add a little bit of support just on these sides there to connect them to the thrusters. And so we'll just do that on this side as well. Just there and there. So that is now all done and ready to rock and roll. So let's jump in and take it off recharge, and let's see how our batteries are doing. So we want the batteries from the Hemlock, just there, fully depleted in 13 minutes, 6 minutes. Right, so let's actually put that back onto recharge, as I feel like the base is taking the power from it. So then let's disconnect really quick, and look at that. So our power has now gone back up. So we don't really have that long, but hopefully it shouldn't take us too long to find this. By the looks of it, it was coming from around where that silver boulder is. So hopefully it will come up on our HUD, and let's have a look. So nothing's really showing at the moment. I mean, that's where the silver boulder is. But yeah, nothing seems to be appearing over this way, which is quite strange. And I can't really see anything in the valley at all. So I think maybe that might have been a one-off, and possibly just spawned randomly. I mean, that scientific lab half the time never really showed up. So maybe there is a base around here, but I can't see it at the moment. So for the meantime, because I did promise that we was going to take this out, we are going to head over to this supply cache, and we are going to take it over. See what they've got in store from us, and we will take what we can. Or right, that's the supply cache over there. So actually, let's head for the defense station. Hopefully there's going to be a lot of goodies down here. And look at that, we've also got a lookout tower as well. Right, so ideally we need to slow down quite a bit. Emergency broadcast detecting hostile. Right, so there's a spark refinery and something was spawned. Supply cache. Right, so we've got quite a few things here. So we've got a lookout tower, we've got a spark refinery, and we have the cache over in that direction and the defense station just down there as well. So I think I'm gonna have to head back to base and wait for the sun to rise. Just because, yeah, I cannot for the life of me see anything down there at all. So I will see you once the sun is back. There we are. So the sun has come back up. I can't really tell where it is at the moment. It's right above us, which is perfect. Oh, and something is shooting at us right now. The patrol drone. Oh, look at that. That's just been completely wiped from existence. So that's probably falling down there somewhere, but I can't quite see any of its remains at the moment. Although, wow, yeah, so we're getting attacked from all sides at the moment. So let's try and take these out. So we seem to have, yeah, wow, yeah. So there is a lot of these patrol drones going around at the moment. By the looks of it, our turrets are taking them out quite well. And our ship is also doing really well. So it doesn't look like we've actually taken any damage. So let's head down to the defense station because we need to take out their antenna. If we can take out their antenna, then it means that they won't be spawning any more ships. Oh, and something just flown off. Although it looks like the ship itself is fine. It doesn't look like we've taken any damage or anything's broken at all. So yeah, so I'm just going to have to trust that. So let's head down here. But before we get too close, I do want to try and scout it a little bit. So I believe 1.5 kilometers is our maximum distance for our turrets. So I'm just going to figure out which turret is the one that we want. So I'm going to jump out really quick. And which one's that? So this one is turret 4. So let's add that to our hotbar. Gatling turret 4, and then we want control. So let's switch over to that so then we can get a much better look. Oh wow, and that is a very large base, but that looks like it's going to have a lot of goodies. It's got a rocket launcher there as well, so we definitely need to take that one out. But I believe that has a better range than what our turrets have. So ideally, yeah, we're gonna need to get to that as soon as possible. Yeah, to try and take that out. Because if they start shooting rockets at us, I can almost guarantee you this ship is gone. Right, so let's see if we can get a better shot from here. No. So it doesn't look like we're able to actually do any damage. So I'm just gonna have a quick little look and find out exactly how far I need to be before I can actually make any damage. Right, so I've just had a wee little look on Google, and it's saying that we need to be within 800 meters to be able to actually shoot them. So if we just cross the border and go to just under 700 meters, but I need to have my turret ready just in case it starts shooting. As you can see, we've got 2 rocket launchers, we've got quite a few turrets on this base. They seem to be spotted about nearly everywhere. So let's try and just get a little bit closer and hope that they don't shoot. So there we are. So we are very close to just edging that. It doesn't look like anything's aiming at us right now. So let's see if we can take these out now. Oh, so that looks like it's doing damage. And hopefully we can get these rocket launchers down fairly quickly. There we are, so that's one of them down. Then let's go for the next one. Though it doesn't look like we're doing a lot of damage at the moment. It seems to be that our spray is quite wide. Right, let's get out of that. Something's very close to us. Oof, and look at that as well. Look at that. So our ship has taken it out pretty quickly. And by the looks of it, we haven't really lost anything. Or I'll take that back. We've lost quite a bit. We've lost our H2O2 gen. So that is not very handy at all because it looks like our cockpit is hanging on by a thread. So let's just get some blocks in here really quick. There we are. Just then we can kind of weld this back together. It is annoying to not have our H2O2 gen, but at the same time, we didn't really need it, so it's not a massive loss on us right now. The most important thing is that we need to get our turrets connected again. So let's get our cargo, let's get small conveyor blocks, and we want that one just there, perfect. And the fact that I have these parts on me is really handy, just to be able to get things like this repaired. So there we are, and I need to remember the main mission. So we need to try and get that antenna. So by the looks of it, it has 2 antennas. So I'm not entirely sure what each one of them do. If they're connected to different systems or not, it doesn't really appear to be that case. So there's nothing against us right now. Right then, so let's take out these antennas, because if we can get these taken out, then we shouldn't have to worry about them ever again, almost. Nobody's going to come after us, but that is only if we get these antennas done. So let's aim at the base. Doesn't look like anything's getting closer to us. Doesn't look like we're even doing any damage. Turret 4 is out of munition, but it's saying that we do have... Right, so we are going to need to move some ammo. There we are. By the looks of it, we are running out of ammo. So we need to get this done as soon as possible. So let's take out this rocket launcher just to the side. There we are, so that's the rocket defense done in. And yeah, you can see that there's turrets pretty much all around this place. So let's try and get this one down here as well. There we are, so that one's now deactivated. So let's get this one on the side. And that one's now damaged as well. And by the looks of it, that kind of looks like one, but I can't quite see. So let's just try and get that as well. Doesn't look like we've done any damage to that one. Right then, so I think what I'm going to do is head back to base, get some more ammo, and then we can come back over. Yeah, unfortunately, it just seems like we definitely do not have enough ammo on us at the moment. Right, so to get some more of our ammo done, it looks like we need nickel and magnesium. So I'm going to go and take the miner out, I'm going to collect those, and then we should be able to carry on. Right then, so our production has hit quite a slow level. So I think it's going to be about time that we get our second refinery put down. So let's grab our refinery in there, and do we have enough parts for this? No, so we need steel plate, construction components, large steel tube, motor, and metal grid. Right, so we need 16 more steel plate, which we do have. And actually, let's get rid of that grinder because we clearly don't need that. Right, so it looks like we don't have enough space at moment, so let's just get this welded up with these steel plates. There we are, and we should be able to access it from here. Alright, perfect. So we just need 25 more construction components, so just like so, and then we should be able to get this one all done. Alright. Oh, I remember back in the first episode it would have taken us ages to be able to get one refinery down. Now I can do it within seconds. That's not a bad accomplishment. And there we are. Look at that. So that is perfect. That's our second refinery down. So that means that we can get our nickel, iron and magnesium production all going at the same time. So basically refinery 2, let's just put our iron there so all the rest of that can go. Refinery 15, perfect. So let's move our magnesium and put our titanite into that one there. And perfect. So we also want to get all this sped up. So let's get our modules. Oh no, there we are. So we want speed module. Right, so let's get a couple of those. Then we're also going to want our power efficiency. So I still need another one for the first refinery, and then we're going to need another 2. Just there. So let's get these started. And let's get our speed modules just there. And then our power efficiency module there as well. I'm going to have to mine some of this out so then I can still get to the back of here. There we are. So once these are all in, I won't need to get behind here again. But this is definitely going to be handy for the moment. So we've got 2 of our speeds down at the bottom of the speed modules and then 1 power efficient. So I'm going to want another one there, and then we're going to have 2 of each on each, if that makes sense. So hopefully they might even be done now. So let's have a little look. So our power efficiency is in. Let's see if our speed. Yep. So we've got 1 of our speed efficiencies. So let's get that in there. Just like so. And let's get the rest of these welded up with whatever we can. It's frustrating because if I had thought about when I placed these assemblies, I could have had these module points in such a way that I could have extras going along. And to be honest, I probably... No, do you know what? Not probably. I am going to get rid of all of this just here. Because, yeah, that is going to be very ideal. So we're going to miss out with this first one. But let's see about getting the rest down. So as you can see, these power modules, the modules, so you got 2 on the side and then 1 on the bottom. So if we flip that around and then flip around the next one, then we'll have 1 on each, but then we can get another module just under here. So that's going to be perfect just to get that extra speed out of them. So yeah, so if we have this where they are swapped around on every time that we put them down, then they should all line up. And actually they line up perfectly because that's 7 in a row instead of 8. This last one doesn't actually line up with the rest, so that is a job well done, I believe. Although it would be more ideal to have 8, so I might think about possibly extending this out just to have the extras in there. But we will need to be careful because ideally I want this to go into another room, which we can't have if that's there. Not too much of a problem. I mean, we can build it in here instead. But yeah, so let's see if we can get these modules finished, and then we can get back to attacking the other base. Right then, so we are ready now with 62 extra ammo containers. So hopefully that should be more than enough to take over with us. I'm just going to get some steel plates before we go, and some motors, and probably, where are they? We can get the rest of those ammo. Construction components. Right, no, we've got more than enough in here at the moment, so that brings our ammo to a grand total of 62 still. Well, there we are. So just want to make sure that our lights are on a maximum radius. Perfect. And we should probably add those as a group as well. So lights, hemlock, just there. Show block terminal off. So where's our Gatling guns, hemlock? Use conveyor system on, and then we also want our turrets, hemlock, and use conveyor system on. Perfect. Right. So now let's get in and head over to the base, and by the looks of it, it is night time, so that's really frustrating. So I'm just gonna wait until daytime, and then we can head over there. So it is now daytime, and I'm just gonna double check on our batteries. Let's see what they're like. So no batteries found. So these are completely depleted again, which is very frustrating. Because yeah, we are definitely in a power deficit, and it means that we are not generating nearly enough power than what we need to do. So really quickly need to take over this base, and then once we have done that, we can then get on to um, building the rest of the base. So getting our solar array done, and then yeah, that should be perfect. Right, so let's head back over to this defense station. I've also got my personal gun as well, so we can actually get out the ship, get a little bit closer if we need to. So that is definitely going to come in handy. And now we shouldn't be running out of ammo either, especially on our turrets, because yeah, that was a a very bad thing to happen, and we could probably do without that. So let's just slow down a little bit. And I'm going to look in from the cockpit, just and then I can get a nicer little view. So we want to get to around just under 800 meters, just and then our turrets can actually reach this base. And there we are. So let's change over to our turrets and see what we can get out of this. So looks like there might be another turret just there, so let's try and take that one out. So we are doing some damage. I'm not sure if that's to that turret though. Looks like we're probably doing damage to the base more than anything. And I can't quite tell what these are there. But while we've got this view, let's just take out these antennas up the top. So they don't seem to be doing anything at the moment. Right, so now that it's literally just the turrets in there, I think we're going to get a little bit closer. And I'm not too sure if these can actually do any damage. So let's just try and get in a little bit closer. Oh, and we are getting shot at. But our turrets have now locked on. So let's try and do a little flyby around and let them take care of them for us. Let's see what they're doing. Are they actually shooting? Yeah, so it looks like they are. Although it looks like we may need to... Oh, that was close. Go up, 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 up. Right, so we are very close to the base now. So let's just get out of range slightly. There we are. And let's slow back down. Let's just see what damage has been done from that. Right, so it looks like we've taken out the other turret. So actually, it looks like we've taken out all of the turrets, which is quite nice. So there are still some turrets in there. You can see one just sitting on top of the base. And there are a few more just around. So let's drop down here because I believe this might be a nice blind spot. And let's just have another little look. Actually, let's just do that there. And let's try and get a little bit closer, just so then we can see a little bit clearer. So yeah, so there's definitely a turret just sat on the top. So let's try and take that one out. Oh, and there we are. That one's gone. I can't see if that's a turret just there. Okay, so I can't see many more turrets. I am going to try and destroy that. I don't know what it is, but we'll find out when we get closer to it. So by the looks of it, I still can't tell what it is, to be honest. Right, so I think our best option right now is probably just to go in on foot and see what happens. I mean, we've got there we are. So that's just picked up another turret just there that seemed to be shooting at us as well. So let's try and get a little bit further away. As you can see, some of our thrusters are now taking a bit of damage. Oh well, yeah, so they have definitely done quite a bit of damage there. So let's jump out quickly, and good thing that we have our jetpack. And let's see if we can get this repaired. So what do I need? I need computers. And I guarantee that's the only thing that I don't have in here, isn't it? Oh, of course it is. Computers are the only thing that I don't have. Yeah, so that is very frustrating. And did it take out one of our thrusters? No, it didn't. So it didn't actually get any of these. So that is very lucky. So let's try and see what exactly was shooting us. Yeah, I can't really see anything at all, to be honest. The lighting at the moment is horrible. So where is the sun? The sun is pretty much right above. So yeah, so that's just not going to do us any favors at the moment. So really, what we need to do is just keep doing a couple of flybys. I think that is probably going to be our best option. Just there, and I'm not too confident that this can actually fly on its side. So yeah, we definitely need to be very careful there. So if I land, let's say just over here. So we haven't got anything on radar at the moment. Is this a hillside that I might be able to take cover? Actually, I can just about see another turret, and it is taking fire at the moment. So let's just try. And right, for starters, let's try and aim a little bit better. There we are. So our top turret is just taking it out at the moment. There we are. So we have some turrets on the inside by the looks of it. So let's just let that do its job. Just there. So let's just try and creep over this hill. By the looks of it, it's found another turret as well. So have we got any other ships that might be coming towards us? No, so that's perfect. So by the looks of it, our turret is definitely doing its job quite well. And let's see if we can get the other turret to attack as well. Double the firepower. Oh, so that is our turret down. Right, I think it is time to go in. So let's see if we can repair that. No, not at all. Right, so let's just lower that there, turn off inertial dampers, and yeah, I definitely think it is about time that we start going in on foot. So this is quite far away from the base, and ideally I would have preferred to touch down a little bit closer. So yeah, without the help of our turrets, we aren't going to know where where the turrets are on this base without actually seeing them. So, oh, and there we are, they're shooting already. Right, so we've got one on the side. Wow, so on the back of it, there are loads. And that's going to be really difficult to get back to my body now. Right, so yeah, I mean, we need to get back to that ship and then back to everything else. So where was it? It was just by the defense station. We can see where our body is, so I'm going to run back to the ship quickly, and then we are going to attempt to retrieve our body, and hopefully that goes a lot better. Well, by the looks of it, we might even be able to get to our body, because that looks like it's gone quite far away, and look at that. That is perfect.
Fuel critical.
There we are, so we can grab everything again. And perfect. So, yeah, so the backside of it has got loads of turrets. So I think the best place probably is going to be from the side, really. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to go with it for the moment and see how close that we can get. I can't see any. Oh, there we are.
Health low.
And we're dead already again. Right, so I think I'm going to try and make it back to the ship again, instead of our body. But I'm just going to take a quick little toilet break and then I'll be right back. Right, just got back and yeah, so the microphone might sound a little bit different. Yeah, just because it's adjustable. So where were we? So let's head back to our body and try to recover it. Hopefully we have enough jetpack fuel to get there in time. Especially without dying, preferably. Although we may not have been somewhere that we can get to. So let's try and
Fuel low.
jump down here. So yeah, so ideally I want to try and get back under this ridge. Can I get to my body without it shooting? Oh, look at that, perfect. So let's just grab everything from there and let's just dump what we don't need. Just don't need those welders. Perfect. So, right, so there was a turret just there. Can't tell if we've destroyed it or not. Right, so let's just take out the antenna. Right, so I can't quite get a decent lock on that at the moment. Oh wow, and our gun's going a little bit funny there. Right, there we go. So hopefully that's taken out the antenna now. And let's try and take out that antenna too. There we are, perfect. So now they can't call in any defense. But this lighting right now is horrible. Honestly, I just can't see anything on this base at all. Whereas, brilliant. So the light is, the sun even is above it. So it is kind of annoying that I've taken out. Oh, there we are. So they're shooting again. Right, so I can kind of see where it is now. Just on there. So it's definitely on that block. There we are. It's just a matter of being able to actually take it out. So it doesn't look like that's done anything. So let's try and get around the base. Maybe at the front there's not a lot more. If I can maybe get to this hillside where our ship is, I might be able to do a little bit more. So I can't see anything. Is that a turret just there? Looks like it could be. So let's try and take that out. There we are. And I can't see any other turrets on this side. So we might be okay to go in. So let's just see what happens. Although I believe there was one underneath as well. Though again, I can't see any. So we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. Or we might even be fine. So I know that there's definitely a turret on the other side of those solar panels. So let's try and get up to the base. So I can't see. Oh, yeah, I can see where that is. So that is just on the inside of the base itself. So let's just try and take out the roof that it's probably connected to. So by the looks of it, it's underneath that turret on the inside of that top area. So let's just try and get up to there without dying. Or in fact, let's get to here. Okay, so right, so we are in the base now. And this appears to be glass, so let's see if I can see any more turrets. So I can't see any there. Doesn't look to be any up here either, which is definitely a good sign. And right, so let's take these doors down, and then we can access the inside. Right, there we are. Yeah, so this is very difficult to see anything really. And it doesn't look like there's anything in here. Okay, so this is like a connector bay. Doesn't look like there's any in here either. So let's get this grinded down, and then we'll have a little look. So there's cargo containers in here, which is pretty awesome, but they are connected to the turrets. They probably just have some weapons on there, and I can't see any more turrets in here. So let's get rid of this door as well, and let's have a little look. So we are pretty good from there. And yeah, I think that's all from up here. So let's have a little look on the other side. Can I see anything for this door? No, but that looks like it says control tower just above the door there. Yes, perfect. So stairs. So this is actually tagged defense module. So what's this over here? So we've got a vent, conveyor. Right, so there's not really anything interesting here. Although I will try and pick up these batteries as well. So then let's see what is in this control tower. I can't see any turrets in there at the moment. Although there probably is going to be at least one. So let's try and stand back and out of the way. Right, so there's none in that room. Yeah, there's none here so far that I can see of anyway. Right, so there. Oh, yep, definitely see that. Lucky enough, I saw it before it saw me. So let's have a little look. And I believe that's the one that was shooting me beforehand. Right, and look at that. So there's no more in here. So this is our flight seat. So I should be able to get this welded up. And I need... Right. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have enough components on me at the moment. Right, yeah, let's not do that. Let's just try and jump back in here. So we've got a timer block, which I can only assume is for our good friends that they keep sending. Right, so let's take rid of that programmable block as well, and let's see what's on this side. So from what I can tell as well, this isn't even most of the base. This is more or less like the middle compartment. Yeah, there we go. So as you can see, there's some more bits around here. So I can't see anything. I can't see any turrets. But let's just be safe. As the last thing that we're going to want is to die. So let's just get our gun out as well. Right, there we are. So I can't see any in there. And what have we got on this side? So it looks like a lot of this is just sort of walkways. It doesn't really, or that looks like it says storage. Oh, so this is going to be interesting. I can't see any turrets in there at the moment, and I'm hoping there's not going to be. Access denied. So what's in there? Is that a storage container? Access denied. Oh no, I've got. Ah, I see. I see now. So these are the doors. Right. Okay. Right. So let's get rid of this last door, and we might even find some nice parts in here. Let's just get our gun out again, and nope, nothing in here. So let's try and get down to that bottom level, and then we should hopefully find some nice bits and bobs down there. Or actually, what's just in here? I believe this is going to be for the turret, just another connector. There we are. Yeah, just another connector for the turret. So yeah, so now we want to try and get down to the bottom level, and let's have a little look, see to find out what's hiding down there. Here we are. Here's the stairs. So we want to go down here, and I need to be careful again, just in case of any turrets. So I think I'm going to take this route, and let's grind down this door. There we are. So nothing there so far. I can't see any turrets in this next room. So let's get rid of this door. There we are. So we're pretty safe there, and this looks as though it might be the entrance. Or a entrance, maybe. So there's no turrets there, although yeah, that's definitely an entrance. Right, so let's carry on the opposite way. So there's no turrets in this room. Looks like it's just another corridor. So let's get rid of this door here. There we are. I see. So they've put this window as such, but then a window block behind it. So that's pretty cool. I might keep that in mind for a new design. And is there any turrets in here? Nope, not by the looks of it. Oh, there's a hunchback dropship over there. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to check that out with our ship at the moment, especially in its current state. So it looks like we're about to head over to our... Oh, actually, there's a turret there, so let's get rid of this light armor block.
It was at this moment that he knew.
Whoa! Ah, there's a turret on the other side as well. Ah, of course. Do you know what? That scared the living lights out of me. Right, so let's race back over again. And try and grab our body. So hopefully it should kind of be in a safe location. I mean, we was just next to the window. Believe. Brilliant. So we're dead again. Right, I'm going to cut back to when I get to my body. Right, so we've just managed to get back to our body. And hopefully we should be able to grab it. Yep, look at that. Let's just put our tools that we don't need in there. And actually, let's put our scrap as well. I mean, we don't really need... Actually, yeah, let's take that. No. That's taking up all of our inventory at the moment. There we are. And I'm sure there's definitely a lot better things that we can use that for. So let's try and get a nice aim on that. There we are. So that's one turret down. And then I should... Oh, I should be able to take out this turret by removing this block. There we are. Perfect. So let's try and carry on through these doors and see what's going on. So that's to the landing pad. So yeah, there's not really anything there. So let's not bother. Wow, so something really doesn't like us here. But anyway, so let's go and check out the oxygen farm, I think it is. I can't quite see what that says. Let's just stand back just in case there are some turrets in here. Right, so I can't see anything. And let's turn on our lights as well. Solar collection. Ah, perfect. So that definitely looks like a turret that's above. So yeah, so I think I'm going to stand back this one. There we are. So let's see if we can just get a clock on that. Perfect. So that's that turret disabled. And that is the only turret. Perfect. So what's along here then? This looks like it might be connecting to some turrets maybe. It looks like there might be another door. Nope. Okay. So yeah. So by the looks of it, we have just finished taking over this base, which is brilliant. So there's a few more turrets that we are definitely going to have to take care of. So let's try and get to these stairs. There we are. And I believe there may have been one right here, possibly. Well, something is definitely shooting. Ah. Ah, brilliant. And that's just taken us straight away. And now we're back at base. Right, so I will see you in just a second. Right, so I've just managed to get back here. So let's grab all the parts that we had on us. There we are. Right, so we need to try and find a sneakier way to get a good aim onto the turret that's just there. Or actually, I think we could probably, if we head up here, we could probably take it out from behind. So, where's our turret? So our turret is in the center of that next room, just over here. So it looks like behind this block here, maybe. So let's take that out and look at that. We also have some cargo containers as well, so that's brilliant. So let's just scrap it down until there we are. Right, so we are going to need some computers. So now that that is all done then, I believe we have taken out all the turrets. Let's just do a quick little flyby, as there might still be one active, and yes, there is. Right, okay, so there looks like there's two maybe active on the other side of that building, so let's just take those out quickly. So that looks like it's just on the other side of this block again. And there we are. So that's that one done, and yeah, it must just be only the one. So now what I want to do is, for starters, put a GPS. So let's just go there and /GPS. Let's put enemy battle station. I can't remember what it's called exactly, but yeah, so let's just leave it as that. That's going to be, I'm going to know exactly what that means. Talking about enemy battle stations, I thought that the other one was around here somewhere. Possibly even over there. So by the looks of it, they might despawn. And I didn't think that they could. Ah, I can just see it in the corner of the screen. You can see the white. Right, so I'll just put it in the very top corner now. You can see there's a nice little white building. I believe that is it. So it's just over there. So I'm just gonna run over there quickly and double check, so then I can get a GPS marker put down. And yes, because I remember it was by the atmospheric frigate. Is it this one? Yes, it is. Look at that. That's perfect. So yeah, so let's get a GPS just put here as well. So GPS, let's put reactor base just there. So now that I can remember where this is, and we are definitely very low on energy, and we are running out in a moment on our base, that's going to be brilliant, because then it means that we can get the reactor core put into our base. So hopefully we shouldn't have any power problems anymore. I mean, we are cutting the gun, or whatever you're saying that you'd like to call it. We are doing it a little bit quicker than we should be, because ideally we should be heading out to space. Although the only reason why I'm doing this is because of the mods that I have involved. It makes it more difficult. So I can't just grind it down and then rebuild it. I have to attach it onto the base somehow. I need to use a vehicle that can actually get into the base, for starters. And yeah, which also reminds me, we are going to have to find some way to actually mount it to the base. For starters, we're going to need to design a room for it. We're going to need to choose where we're going to have it. I mean, ideally, somewhere that is very easily defensible, because from our last episodes, we definitely do not want it being blown up. um, Especially like what happened with our solar tower, for example. I mean, we built that out in the open and it just got destroyed almost instantly. So yeah, so we definitely don't want that happening. So I think I'm going to let this ship charge up quickly. And then we're going to get a... Oh, let's not run into that tower there. And then we're going to get a landing gear attached to the bottom, so then we can actually pick it up. We're also going to quickly mine out a space and design a room for our reactor core to actually sit. So yeah, so I'm going to get that done quickly, and then I will see you once once I'm ready. Right then, so I think I've decided where we're going to place our reactor core, and I think we're going to put it on top of our power station. So I'm going to need to dig out some of this, and then we should be good to go. But yeah, so the idea is going to be have the stairwell up to this level, in which we'll have the reactor core, and then we will have a staircase going up to this platform, and I think I might even close this off. So the only way to get to the refineries is through the reactor core. Um, yeah. So I'm going to get this mined out. We're going to get a basic shape laid out, and then we're going to take the attack ship, which I have just repaired, and then we're going to go and collect the reactor core from the other base. Get it stuck in. Hopefully we might even find some uranium, because we are going to loot the enemy battle station that we just took over. So I will see you once we are on our way to looting and we've finished drilling this out. Right then, there we are. So we've just dug out our hole for a reactor core to go in. I mean, yeah, I know the block on this game is quite small, but I did want to kind of overthrow it a little bit, just make it look a bit cooler. So I'm going to get this ship mounted, and then we're just going to put in a kind of base design, just so then we can figure out where the reactor is going to go, and yeah. So I mean, the best thing about it is that you don't need the expensive components to put one down. So you can, right, so let's have a little look at our reactor. So large reactor is what we're going to want, and for that you need steel plate. So let's get some. Oh, we've already got some. So by the looks of it, it's going to be a 3x3 block, and we are going to have our right, let's just put that there. So, right, so we need, right, so it looks like on all sides it's going to have a connector. So I think what we're going to do, without failing badly, and let's put our lights on as well. So actually, first of all, right, let's grab some more steel plates. I feel like what we have at the moment is not going to be enough at all. So let's just get some from here, there and everywhere. Wow, we've actually run out of quite a lot. So let's get a few on production, just because we will probably need it. So let's carry this design on, and let's say we keep that as such, with a little balcony just here, or well, I don't really know what to call it at the moment. Balcony, platform, either one, and let's just bring that out. So we're going to extend this all the way into the wall, just because this is going to be our base floor. So let's just add that in there. So yeah, so we're going to have a platform out front, to continue with the style of the rest of this building, and I think we are going to try and put this reactor possibly a little bit deeper into the mountain. I mean, what we've got right now is pretty substantial, but at the same time we need to try and get this so then it's not easily going to be disabled, so it's not going to be easily destroyed or anything like that. And if we have something coming over from this side, or even above us, we are definitely going to get, well, we're definitely going to be losing our reactor. So I think let's just build in this framework just there, and I think I'm going to try and double that. So I'm going to get the miner again, and I'm going to try and double this space to go further into the mountain. I mean, it might seem like overkill, and it's probably going to be quite a lot of wasted space, although we can make it look cool. So yeah, so I might even put a hangar in here, actually. Do you know what? That is probably going to be a lot better. This space is going to be perfect to get a hangar in, especially for our miner and even our attack ship. So yeah, so I'm going to get this mined out, and this is definitely going to be our hangar. But then we are definitely going to need somewhere for our reactor core to go. And that's going to carry on from this spot here. So this is technically still going to be our entrance. Or maybe not. Right, I'm just going to have a quick little rethink about how I'm going to do this, and then I'll be right back with you. Right then, so as for this part of the base and the refinery, I'm going to leave it as it is. We're going to drill out the rest of this hangar, and then I'm going to have the power or the reactor building behind it. So we're going to keep our batteries out here, out in the open, which is probably a bad idea. But at least our power source will be inside. So really, we're going to be going for looks, but it does mean that we're going to have quite a lot of defenses going on as well. And we haven't even finished our storage compartment yet. This is definitely not how I want it to look finalized. So I think I'm going to get this finished as well. So yeah, I will see you once we've got enough space in our hangar slash reactor compartment done. And there we are, one hangar slash bay for our reactor. So this is a very large base, especially for a hangar. Just because ideally we're probably going to want to future proof it. So what I was thinking is have the hangar come all the way to the back, and with our reactor core in the housing behind it. So let's just bring that along. There we are. So I'm just going to get this base filled out quickly, just so then we can start plotting things down. Right then, there we are. So our hangar itself, so we want this to come all the way up along here. So we want this to go all the way around, because I'm going to use the hangar doors just because they're pretty cool, and it would be nice to actually get around to using them. So that is going to be our framework for the hangar itself. So yeah, that should be enough room to add some hangar doors in, or maybe even bring that up by one. Let's just get in there and drill all this out. So yeah, so this hangar is going to be for our ships, so things like the transporter or the attack ship. Yeah, as nice as it would be to have them out front on the very sort of porch, I guess you could say, of our base, would be quite nice, although it just leaves them defenseless. I mean, I know we have our turrets around, but any way to add an extra layer of defense is a better defense. Let's just get that in there. Perfect. So yeah, so that's going to be our hangar, and we're going to be able to get the hangar doors in there, which I believe are, let me just show these to you. So they're not even there. Airlock, I believe they are, or something like that. Yeah, I can't think of what they're called exactly anyway. But yeah, so we're gonna have that over the top, which is gonna be pretty cool because then it means that we can fly in and fly out. And then at the very back of this hangar, so let's just try and think about this. How big do we want the hangar? Yeah, I think we want the hangar to end around there. But we're going to have another platform on the inside for us to actually walk. So that's just going to be made out of catwalk, and I'll get round to that when the time comes. So this is going to be our reactor room just here. And let's just try and figure out how many blocks is this going to be equal. Right, so we aren't counting these sides, perfect. We've got 3 on either side, 4 just there, 4, brilliant. So that kind of works out perfect, and it kind of doesn't at the same time. Really, I did want just 1 reactor core in the middle, but I guess we can go with 2. So yeah, so I think we are going to want our reactors to be just there. So we're going to have 1 there, and then 1 on the other side, just there, like so. And then we're going to have like windows, I guess, or something like that. And then we can have our entrance to the room just like so. So if I bring that along, just in there, then we can add our entrance. Let's get the light armor slopes. Perfect, just the block that I wanted. Just in there like that. And then we can actually get into this room like so. But yeah, and then we can have our cables and that all routed through. We can have them connected together, and vice versa. So let's get rid of these blocks just here, because we are now going to need to try and attempt to get these reactors in there. So I think at first I'm probably just going to bring it back, and then we'll figure out how to actually get it inside of there. Whether that means making a small little ship to pick it up or anything like that. Yeah, I guess we will see when the time comes. So first of all, I do need some blocks to, well, the components to be able to make the small cargo container, which is going to be just there. Perfect. So interior plate and small steel tube. So let's get those up. So small steel tube and interior plates. Let's just add those there. And is this still... Alright, let's just get rid of the ammo there, and perfect, so now they're both going. So that is exactly what we want. So we're going to get all of this done, and then we're going to head over there, just then we know that we have enough materials to actually be able to fix these cargo containers. Otherwise we're not going to be able to actually get anything from them. Yeah, which is definitely not what we want at all. Because ideally we don't really want to keep making some round trips, so going there, coming back, going there, coming back, picking up parts, going back, and yeah, it would just take way too long. So I'm just going to get these components done, and then and actually I can do this now. So let's get our, well, for starters I still need that, and then we will need our landing gear. So let's just add that. Actually, let's get the parts for that first. So, oh, wrong button. So I think let's just add that in close to the front, I think. Just there. Perfect. So we will be able to collect our reactors and then bring them back with us. So what else are we going to need? So mostly we just need interior plates at the moment. Let's get a few more of those on the go. And yeah, so once this is done, we will be able to head over. Right then, so we are ready to go. So let's head back to that base. And we're going to go to the battle station first to see what loot that we can collect. And then we'll head to the other station because it's already been looted. So then we can grab the reactor core from it. So, as far as I'm aware, all of the turrets have been destroyed on this base, and I hope that is for certain. So we shouldn't really find ourselves in a pickle at all, or with anybody shooting us. So let's just land down here, and at some point as well, it will be an idea to make a grinding ship. And I believe if we make a grinding ship, then we will get the components back rather than scrap. I'm not 100% certain about that, so it is going to be something that I'm going to have to kind of find out. But yeah, so hopefully we can do that. So I'm just going to use the landing pad over here. I believe auto lock should be on. There we are. So let's jump into this base. Oh, just need to get rid of this door. And now we want to try and find every single cargo container that we can find. And I'm going to start off with stair conveyors, and I'm going to start off down here because I believe there were some cargo containers possibly behind these air vents. No. Right then, so, and actually before we even go anywhere at all, it might be an idea to get the components. So we are going to need that, insufficient space, and that is fine. Once we're able to open these up, then obviously we can run back and forth. But first of all, it's going to be a matter of actually finding where they are. So I believe there's going to be some with the turrets. So I'll grab that one first, which is just down here. And I believe that is a... Nope, that's a conveyor junction. Rightio. Conveyor, H2O2, conveyor, battery. Right, so I'm just going to go to the only place that I've seen them so far, and that is up top. Yeah, I don't believe there is any on the bottom level. So yeah, so let's just have a little look-see. Conveyor, cargo container, there we are. Look at that. Just in there, and that's quite a lot of ammo. So what about in here? Is this just gonna be ammo as well? I believe there might have been a gun on the other side of this, and yes it is. Just more ammo. And that's a conveyor. Let's see what's down here. Some more conveyor tubes. Got a programmable block. Conveyor. And what about just down here? Cargo container. Look at that. And oh, so we've actually got some parts in there as well. Is that a... Yes, that is. That is a cargo container just down here as well. So let's get rid of this light armor slope and this one just here. And let's have a little look to see what's in this one. Oh, some NATO magazines. That's quite exciting. And what about this one? Some steel tubes and components. And what has this one got in there? So we're going to need some more displays. Where did I park the ship? There we are. So let's grab some displays. I believe I have some. Please tell me that I have some. Perfect. Look at that. But we can only grab 4, so let's just dump. Yeah, let's just dump all of the scrap. Not really gonna need this again, so let's just get that there. There we are. Grab some displays and let's jump back up here. And Brilliant. Now I need computers. So I don't think I really need a lot else. But let's just grab that, and there we are. So I should have a lot of the components that we're going to need now. And let's just get this welded up. Look at that, nickel and silicone. So let's see what is behind door number 4. There we are. Oh wow. And it's not exactly what we wanted. So we've already got all these tools and the guns, which is frustrating, but at least if we do lose them, then we have backups. And that's a conveyor. Right, okay, so this looks like that's all the loot from that side. And let's see, is this a conveyor? Yep. So let's have a look on the other side, or actually let's have a look up here. I don't really... No, so there's not anything up there at all. So let's have a look down on the other side. Cargo container, I've already had a look in these, haven't I? Yes. Right, and that's full of ammo. That's conveyor. Right, okay, so in that case then let's just loot this base. I don't really think there's anything else here. I mean, I'll have a little look around the outside as well, just to see if there's anything significant that we could use. But by the looks of it, that's pretty much it. I mean, I don't really see a power room or anything like that. So yeah, so unfortunately I don't really think there is actually a lot to take from this base. And seeing as there are no guns, let's also get rid of our gun and ammo. Right, there we are. Just there to save some space on our inventory. So let's grab everything that's in here. Oh, so I haven't even done... of course, and I don't have everything again. So there is still one cargo container that is left over. And this is actually quite a lot of components, or ingots even. I didn't quite realise. And even more annoyingly, I believe, yes, so we are very low on hydrogen. So let's try and make this last. We are, grab that silicone. Oh, it's this one that we needed. There we are. So I'm just gonna get the rest of this loot after we... So let's just have a little look and see what's in this cargo container. And construction components, not too bad. So I'm just gonna get the rest of this loot, and then we will go and have a look at the next base. Right then, so it turns out that these are laser antennas. So I'm going to grind them down because they take 100 they take 100 conductors. So I'm hoping that maybe when we grind them down, it might give us some platinum. I mean, that is some very hopeful hope, but it is still a possibility. And even better, we now have some missiles. So we can get some missile launchers on the base and hopefully find some more missiles plotted about on other bases. So yeah, so that's definitely going to help improve our base defences. One of these bad boys will pretty much take out most of the ships that end up arriving. Right then, for the moment, yeah, I don't think there is anything else that we actually want to take from this base. But the only problem at the moment is that this ship is almost dead. So this ship basically has no battery. Yeah, 2 minutes, which is not handy at all. So I'm gonna try and get a connector on this base. So let's just grab one from there. Because if we are able to... no, so we need some more parts. So I'm going to fly back to base and try and get the parts for a connector, just so that we can get the ship charged up, and we might even be able to take most of the power from that base. Yeah, which would be very handy for us, because obviously we need that ship to be able to take the reactor core, and without the reactor core, we can't. Well, yeah. So yeah, so hopefully the sooner the better. So I'm just gonna grab the parts and then head back. There we are. So we are now connected and charging. So fully recharged in 15 minutes. So do you know what? I think I'm gonna leave that there for the moment and let that charge up. But I think I'm also going to leave that there for the episode as well. So we've managed to do quite a bit at the moment. We've got our hangar drilled out. We've got a space for our reactor to go. We're going to get the reactor from the other base, and we've also taken over this base and tested out our attack ship. So yeah, so in the next episode, we're going to get that reactor put into the base. If we need to, we will get another solar tower built for the beginning of our solar array. And then we're also going to be aiming to maybe make it into space. So ideally, we do want to be able to get to an asteroid, so that we can get some platinum. I believe that is from an asteroid at least. If not, either way, we do need some platinum. Just so then we are able to then build our own reactors. If we can get a ship with a reactor core on it, then pretty much we won't have to worry about battery life for quite a while. So yeah, so my name's Udarusti, and this has been Can I Survive? I will see you in the next one. Right, I see a turret down there. Need to be careful because they're behind us as well. There we are, and I'm going to assume that there'll probably be one there as well. Yep. There we are, so that's 2 turrets taken out. And I'm hoping that that is all the turrets in here. Oh, that made me jump that. Oh.